Testing, testing, 1, 2. Testing, testing, 1, 2. Testing, testing, 1, 2. Testing, testing, 1, 2. Go ahead, join the conversation, man. If you want to get in, if you want to join on, go ahead and join on by clicking the link in the comments right down below and join the conversation. Shouts out to everybody who already joined in. I appreciate you guys getting the sound right and let me know what's up. You already know we family over here. We doing our thing, talking about Colorado football. You already know what it is, man. Yo, so everybody, I'm assuming everybody saw the one-on-ones, right? Everybody saw the one-on-ones. Everybody know what time it is by now, right? Everybody know that Javon Antonio is serious now, right? Everybody know he ain't playing no games. And you come up and try to press him, you might just get put on your back, pancaked from a wide receiver position. You can get pancaked at the wide receiver position or at DB position from a wide receiver. Wide receiver get pancakes get put out now. You feel me? On the press, not even a pass, a run block. But the point is this. The reason why he did that on the first play and didn't wait to do it later on is because he's setting the precedence right now. It's just like walking into a place and you smacking somebody in the face. You telling everybody, hey, if you deal with me, you're going to be getting smacked in the face. And that's what he did, man. I appreciate everybody joining on. Let me know what y'all think. I'm waiting for the first person who's joining in. I want to get some comments. And everybody else, everybody be on the lookout for the new show coming, though. But we will be talking about Prime economics via Coach Prime and the effects that he has had on Colorado and the places that he has been, including Jackson State and so on. So look out for that coming. You already know how we doing. You already know how we rocking. You feel me? We got guests coming in left and right asking. So he said Breedlove was talking smack. I can't imagine Breedlove going out there lining up in front of this man talking smack. You feel me? Even if he wasn't talking smack, the fact that he came up trying to press him, that's the thing. As a big receiver, you're like, he came up trying to press me. Why are you trying to press me, dog? Why are you trying to press me? I'm the biggest dude out here, and you trying to press me? Nah. Go press one of them little boys over. I'm going to show you what happens when you try to press me. You're going to get smashed. Even if you don't say anything, but watching, hit the like button. I appreciate Seize the Day, The Basement, No Sco Zone, all up in this thing. Sanford Winfield, Nessa Mo once again, Smiley the Beast, DJ, and so on. Everybody talking about the one-on-ones. This is what we was waiting for. If you look at my old video, this is what we break down. I've seen a lot of people doing it now. They want to break it down too. It's all good. More power to them. You know, that's what it's all about. Express yourself and do it good. Was Javon's push illegal? No, it wasn't illegal. You came up mano y mano trying to press me. Like I said before, and I'm not trying to. I wish I had a burn. I'm not trying to, boast or brag or something like that, but that's exactly what I used to do. I got it from T.O. and Michael Irvin, big physical receivers, David Boston, Sterling Sharp. I got it from those guys that if you coming up trying to press me, being a bigger receiver, big strong receiver, Shannon Sharp, as a slot tight end, being a big strong receiver, you come up trying to press me, dog. If I don't put my hands on you and make you feel what you really want, is obviously what you want. You came up here trying to press me. If I don't put my hands on you and make you feel it, then you're gonna come up here trying to do it. And that's the advantage that you have as a big receiver. You're not gonna be straight up faster than him. You might not be straight up quicker than him, but if he comes up in your face, you got the advantage. You weigh 10, 20 pounds more than him, probably. You could just smash him off the line and go on by your business. It's completely free. It's completely legal. Shout out to Roddy White, who used to do the same thing. We smashing DBs who come up in our face like that, and that's just the mindset that you got to have. DJ said new meal plans have now jumped into the transfer portal. Did you hear that? Javon has set the tone for the entire secondary today. Exactly. Coach Mo and the nutritionists have their work cut out after today. Jesus is what DJ said. They got their work cut out on the defensive side. Now, if that would have been a Marion Cooper came up in his face, you saw what he did. He worked and he went around him. You know, probably wouldn't have smashed him like that because the same as the same size type guy. Now it's kind of like equal quickness, equal speed or whatever. Now you can work your way and kind of be, work your routes or whatever. But if a little guy comes up in your face and you're a big wide receiver, it is your duty and your job to smash him off the ball and make him know that this is not what you want. This is not the smoke you want. This is not what I'm supposed to be doing. I'm not supposed to be trying to get up in no big 6'2", 220-pound person face, trying to start mess with him. That's like a little chihuahua trying to fight a Rottweiler, doing all that barking. Then he gets smashed. Back up, player. Back up, player. So that's all I'm saying, though. Shout out to the basement. Shout out to Michael Braswell. Let me see. Yeah, you can't press somebody. No, you can't press somebody, especially if you're bigger. I mean, you can. I'm not saying you can't. It depends on the mindset. If you coming up there and you're in the big receiver's face and you're a smaller receiver, then you got to know you're going to use your quickness, not your strength, to cover him. It seemed like Breedlove was just up there, and as soon as the ball was snapped, he thought he was nah. You should have been sticking and moving. You feel me? Sticking and moving real quick, like he should have been in and about that thing. So that's where he messed up at. He just sat there and waited for the smash, it seemed like. When a DB press a big receiver like that, it's disrespect. Exactly. Didn't I just say that? I appreciate that, Michael Braswell. And then Smiley the B said, facts. And that's all I'm saying. When you come press a big receiver like that and you're not going to, what they call it, kind of feint or jab step or fake at him, bam, and then get up out of there, use your quickness, then that's where you messed up at. If you're just going to sit there and try to wrestle with him, you're going to lose that battle every time because that's what a big receiver want to do. He want to get his hands on you so he can slang your little self about the way and go on about his business. You sitting there trying to wrestle with him is doing him a nice service. Now, if you and get up out of there, now you're making it where he's got to run and use his quickness. That's all I'm saying. Coach G said, good evening, big dog. Javon said it was time to eat and welcome the DB to college football, called establishing separation. Exactly. Zico, this what big receivers have to do. I'm just saying, play ball. That's all I'm saying too, big dog. Just play ball. Let me go on here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to invite. Let me see if I can get the link. I need to invite some people on that I want to have on that I haven't invited on yet. And for whatever reason, I haven't. But now I will. Shouts out to everybody who joined me last time, but we're going to try to get some other people on this time. Let me turn it down a little bit right here. Let me get the link up here. You guys might enjoy this. But if you haven't seen the interview that I've done before with some of the players like Landon Beebe, we got another one coming up with David Connor. Also with goodness gracious, let me turn that down. Also with the new signee, the walk-on will be Chris Walton. He'll be walking on. Let me get that invite from right here. And then go up here. Boom. Get on Instagram. If you're not on Instagram, or if you are on Instagram, should I say, you can follow me at BIWDOW Big Dog Chico, of course. And tap in like that. And I'll follow you back. If you just let me know that you was on this live stream right here, I'll make sure I follow you back. But I want to send this invite to a few people who y'all might like to join on. How do I get to my messages? I hardly go on here on the camera. But let's see. Or should I say on the computer? Where the messages right there? All right. Boom. Invite. No Sco, what's happening? Join me on the chat. Let's talk some football. We got David Connor coming on tomorrow. We got Big Jack Wilty, roommate of Landon Beebe, who we just had on the show. They said they like to play Madden and 2K in the meantime when they have downtime, which is a good thing. That didn't change, for 20 years. I told them we've been doing that for the longest, just playing Madden and just relaxing during game time or during off time like that right there. So what I'm doing right here is basically just sending these invites to these guys. I'll put this banner on this right here, so y'all can not have to look at me right quick. But if you want to get some of that working, never twerking gear, you can go onto the website. The website is underneath the video. If not on this video, it's probably on another video, but you can get yours. And I'll display you guys' comments right here so we can start this chat up. And I'll make sure I keep sending this invite to some of these guys to join on, see if we can get some of them on as soon as possible. Shout out to that offensive line for Colorado. I think they're going to be a big surprise to a lot of people who are thinking that they are going to be lacking. I don't think they're going to be lacking at all. I think what's lacking is the belief in these boys and understanding that Coach Prime them put together a group that's second to none, I think, right now, because of so many of the guys who can play from top to bottom, from the starters to the third string. You got guys who can definitely step in and play right now without having to, have much development or so to speak. They can step in and play right now. I'll put this up here in a second and let you guys see this graphic right here in a second. But let's get to these comments also, man. Shouts out to everybody in the chat once again. Darren, what's happening? A day with CEO, what's up with you? Man, I'm so ready to see some games because Buddy had me crunk watching the one-on-ones. Right? Look like I'll be at the Nebraska game coming up, baby. The Nebraska game, the big-time rivalry game. I'll definitely be there going live. And in effect, we're going to do I'm going to do my own little setup outside or something and go live from outside like a what do you call it? A tailgate. Also get some, I'm not going to tell you I'm going to stop saying my ideas so much. What's happening, Buff family? I'm going to stop saying my ideas so much and just do it. You guys will see what's going on. They seem to be trending towards strengths as what they look for in interior O-line players. Exactly. So you look at them big boys that they just got on and that just signed. Let me pause that. The ones that they have, Big David Connor. We're going to talk about that tomorrow. But the interior offensive line is exactly what I was looking for them to bring in, which is, and same thing on the defensive line, which is big, strong, upper body and lower body offensive linemen who can really move the interior of the line. Because like I said before, they're going to need some run blockers. They're going to need to protect Shedeur Sanders right up the middle because you got some big, strong defensive linemen in that Pac-12, including transfers who came over. You got a bunch of Usos out there and all those West Coast teams ready to get some pass rush up the middle. So you got to be looking out for that. You got to have guys who's going to protect Shedeur. And I think that's what they have brought in with these guys that we'll be displaying, especially right here. Let's just take a look A big Jack Wilty, big Landon Beebe looking good, big David Connor looking good right here in the workouts today. I mean, you can just see the thickness up top is what you're looking for. Connor, I said he was 6'3" earlier today. He sent me a text, said, "Man, you took 3 inches off of me." He said, "You took 3 inches off of me." He said, "I'm 6'6", bro. I said, "Dang, my bad." But he's 6'6", 305, coming over from Florida, and he's going to be a big addition up that middle. Also, he can play, and he can provide some a good competition as far as being a possible starter in Colorado at the right guard position. So the O-line is going to keep Shedeur on his feet. I agree. I agree with that left tackle is solidified with GCL, Big Tank, Big Reggie Young, Big Jada. The left guard position is solidified with Big Tyler Brown. You got behind him. You're going to have a rotation of guys. You got Landon Beebe who could play there. Jack Wilty is at the right guard position. You got Big David Connor who can play there. You got the center position with Big Van Wells. Then you got Jack or Landon Beebe who can play there, and Hank Zelinskis who can play there. You got right tackle Kareem Harding who's backing up Syveon Washington, who's penciled in. That's the starter who can play there. So you got some big time buffs that's ready to ball out. And this is what Coach Prime wants. Like Coach G said, this is what Coach Prime wants. Blood and I didn't mean to say bloods, but blood and bones. Play ball, smash mouth football. Let's go. I can't wait to see it. They have the makeups and the components to be a smash mouth team with McCaskill at the running back, with this big, strong offensive line. They have the makeup to be that exactly what Coach G is saying right there, and being a big, strong offensive pass or run blocking smash mouth football team. They have the makeup. They have the guys who can do it. And the first thing you got to do is solidify that interior offensive line. We've seen Big Hank Zelinskis, the freshman, squatting over 500 pounds. We've seen these guys lifting 400 or 500 pounds. They're putting in the work. You got Coach O'Boyle, who's not going to take no junk from none of them. They're going to be on a short leash, like I've been saying before. So, long story short, they really upgraded that offensive line from what they've had before. We all know that. We all see that. And with that upgrade is going to be the improvement that they needed for this team right here. Now, they can do that on the defensive line. Like I said, I think they're still a little bit thin on that defensive line. If you think so, let me know. If you don't think so, let me know. But I think they're still a little bit thin on that defensive line. Now, do me a favor real quick right now. If you're listening in, let me know how you're listening in, because I had a debate today. I said a lot of people be listening in while they're driving. A lot of people be listening in while they're chilling. A lot of people how are you guys listening in? Let me know. And if you haven't hit the like button and you've been listening this long, make sure you hit the like button for me real quick. Like, that'll go a long way for your boy. I think we got over 100 people in here. We only got 20-something likes. Hit the like button for your boy and let me know where you're listening in from. Also, we got the Colorado Buffaloes 101 reaction right here, where we're talking about any and everything with the Colorado Buffs. I really like David Talk Buffs Tulane comparison. Me too. But I think this right here is going to be uncomparable to anything that we've seen in a long while. Put it like that. Versatility and depth. I agree. They got plenty of it. Plenty of it. Sitting in. All right, let's listen to some of these reactions right here. Where I'm asking where are they listening in from, and we're gonna see right here where everybody telling me the O-line and D-line coaches are going to show improve with these young men. They're coming. They coming. RJ 2020 said. Michael Braswell said he at the crib in Richmond, VA. Shouts out to you. 2 up, 2 down. I appreciate you listening in. G-Head said defensive end looking deeper than D tackle. Taj McCoy showed up ripped as a freshman. Exactly. That's what I said. Of course, defensive end is one of the deepest positions on the team, in my opinion, defensive end. And we really covered that a couple weeks ago. But defensive end is one of the deepest positions. Defensive tackle is one of the thinnest positions on the team right now. So I think we got a long way to go on the defensive line still yet. But the defensive ends are looking like some ballers. And then they just brought in a couple of more walk-ons from the camp. So, so you know, it's I get to read some more of these comments, baby. I appreciate you guys coming and let me know y'all listening in from and how y'all listening, where y'all listening. So let me go on back up into the top. It says, these men are out here. You have to be ready to challenge offensive line, lifting up cows and cows during workouts. Get ready, Coach O'Boyle. He's ready. Good Midwest guy, Coach O'Boyle is. Versatility and depth, we coming. Cameron Fairchild. Shouts out to Brian. He say he listening while at work. Much love to you, man. Frank White said, I do think Sean Washington should come over to show up the defensive line. The thing I got from Sean Washington is I heard that he wasn't eligible. He was ineligible. So I was looking for him to come too. I think he would have been great right there in that middle. I think Bear would have been great. I think the defensive tackle from Tennessee would have been great. He ended up going to Oklahoma. I was hoping for him. So, I mean, listening to me, man, I'm telling you, a lot of people was saying that, but I'm sitting here saying what I said was they needed this, and then Coach Prime and Coach Sal came out with a video saying what? Hey, we look for D tackles, dog. We need some D tackle. We need some D linemen, dog, who ready to go. Exactly what I've been sitting here saying. They didn't exactly say we need 6'4", 320, but that's what I've been saying. And that's what it's obviously they need by looking at this depth chart that I put together even before anything was put out there and shown. So look at there. This the guy Tristan Morelos was at the camp. Also, you got to add in Chris Walton now. So you got all these defensive ends. Taj McCoy look like he's huge. J.J. Hawkins looking slimmer than 265 than what I thought. Amari McNeil looking like he can be in the running for a starting position. I haven't gotten a good look at Syveon Smalls yet, but Chance Main is huge. He's so big, looking like the Terminator. If he's agile, he can be a force to be reckoned with. So Sade React says she's sitting in the car. I'm just playing. Sitting in the car listening in. I appreciate you, Sade Reacts, listening in. G Hurd said defensive end looking deeper. Okay. Let me get on back down. Charlotte, North Carolina, Douglas. Much love to Charlotte, North Carolina. Shout out to the Bull City in Durham, North Carolina. Smiley the Beast said, right now I'm driving home from work. Be safe. Much love to you, Smiley. Javon Antonio remind me of Terrell Owens. Exactly. And that's what they're going to be in the mindset of now, because he coming off that ball and straight bully balling whoever in front of him, especially a smaller DB who's coming up trying to press the man and showing disrespect. What were you thinking, Breed Love? Breed Love, my guy, Breed Love. What were you thinking, Breed Love? Breed Love, you got to use your head sometimes, dog. You come up in this man's face. It's like what did Cat Williams say? You ever see a Chihuahua trying to fight a pit bull? Well, it wasn't pretty. It wasn't. That was an ugly sight right there. And that's what he looked like, a little Chihuahua coming into a big Rottweiler face. Get up out his face, man. And he showed you what happens if you come get up in his face. A straight bench press. Breed Love feet went in the air, didn't it? Now I'm just joking on him because, hey, if it was the other way around, I'd be joking too. But that's what we do. We watch this film and we let them have it. If you don't want to be joked on, then step your game up. You feel me? Step your game up. Use your head. Don't come stepping up in this man's face. 6'3", 220. He the biggest dude in the building, and you done stepped up in his face. What they say on Friday? Well, don't be going around there meddling with them boys. Better leave them boys alone around that corner. And you went right around that corner when he got in that man's face. What are you thinking? Richmond, VA in the house from the crib. Another one. Man, I got love on the East Coast, don't it? Watching and chilling in Chicago. My second home. Seize the day. Much love to the Shy. Listening from Barbados. My first international one right there for the night. Much love in Barbados. I'll be there soon. You better believe it. I'm driving a semi. That's what I want to see, my truck drivers in the building. Shouts out to Fairchild FBA in the building. I'm driving my semi, hauling Pepsi, texting you and going 85. Man, hey, slow down. No more texting, no more coming from you, Cameron. No more coming from you, Cameron. So you're going 85 and texting at the same time. No more coming from you. I got you. If you want to do something, you need to click the link and call in. You feel me? Call in. You can talk your stuff while you're driving instead of texting. All right. Shouts out to Frank White. I think Chance Main is going to have to play a little D tackle. I think he will too, especially in pass downs. You can put him at D tackle and let him get off that thing. I really agree. Also, good pickup right there, Frank White. Go Buffs, Big Dog Chico, and more. All the fire emojis. Much love to Jay Eubank. Run ya. I think the D tackle should be okay, and they so deep at DN. I don't think they're okay at D tackle. You know, not in Division I football, especially Power 5, not being this thin right here. They thin right now, coach. You got Big Bishop. You know, you gotta imagine one or two, somebody gonna get hurt. Hopefully not. Hopefully not. Hopefully everybody have a great healthy season all the way through the season. But you gotta account for possibly something happening up here in the middle with all that action going on. So you need these guys back here to step in and be ready to go at the D tackle position behind Leonard Payne, Bishop, Thomas, Shane Cokes, Chaz Wallace, J.J. Hawkins, and Mari McNeil. I think all 6 of those guys are primed to play. Hawkins might be moved a little bit on the outside in run downs. He can play more on the outside and run downs. J.J. Hawkins, Mari McNeil can play more at either defensive tackle position. I think he's going to be a surprise on that defensive tackle. Amari McNeil. I should have said him in the interview the other day. Y'all can check out the interview I did with David Talks Buff also. And we discussed CU football on his page. So check that out when you get a chance. Cameron Fairchild. So we're going to need you to maintain your lane. What about the Champion brothers? All right, Victor, or you mean the Johnson brothers? Brian Johnson said, what about the Champion brothers? You mean the Johnson brothers? One of them is Victory. The other one is Champion. Champion Johnson and Victory Johnson. Champion is the fullback / H-back tight end. Victory is the linebacker, 6'4". He's out of San Diego. Champion's out of LA, if I'm not mistaken. But they are brothers. But I think Victory will have a chance to really play on the defensive side. He did well in the spring game. Champion, unfortunately, if you look back at the footage, in my opinion, he gave up the 2 field goal blocks that happened in the game. So he got to get his blocking down. He lined up at wide receiver also in the slot, and they threw a slant to him, which wasn't a good pass. So, he was a little bit out of his element right there. But he's more of a fullback, short yardage type of offensive blocker out of the backfield or on the end of the line, and a special team guy, punt return, or punt team type guy. Champion Johnson is. But we should see a lot of him and his brother, or at least his brother, on the field a lot this year. Listening in from Newark, New Jersey. Shouts out to Newark, New Jersey, in Illtown, up there in New Jersey, man. Brick City in New Jersey. My first tape I ever bought was a Naughty by Nature tape, like back in 1993. That let you know my age. But my first tape I ever bought with my own money was a I think it was bootleg, yeah, because it was sold outside the store. But it was 1993, Naughty by Nature. Shouts out to them. If y'all know anything about Naughty by Nature, let me know in the comments, baby. That's some old school hip hop for you right there. If y'all know a Naughty by Nature song, leave it in the comments. Some of y'all like, Naughty by Nature, who? And I got to meet Tretch also in Florida back when I was playing football. Thanks to football. We stayed in a hotel in Florida, and I got to meet Tretch from Naughty by Nature. That O-line is going to be good. CU just needs some more D tackles, which Big Sammy would have worked out. Wish it would have worked out too, but no need to just have a big body and you're not wreaking havoc up that middle. They don't need you then. They can take their chances in finding somebody else. Shouts out to the Uso Big Sammy. But he got him a good opportunity up there in Michigan State also. So much love to him. He probably needed just a change of scenery to get things going. Frank White said, "Yeah, Hawkins is small. He does look small. I think they got him in the cafeteria eating like." Hey, Coach Sal, hey man, get in there and eat like hell. Everything is free, so get in there and eat like hell. You're a little bit small, son. You're lighting the pants. You're a little bit small, son. Get in there and go eat all the carbs and stuff you can. Omar Blue said he at the house chilling. I'm in Middletown, VA, near Richmond, but from North Carolina. Man, that's the third person from VA up in this thing. Shouts out to VA, Virginia. We was talking about where most people listen in from, and I was like Atlanta, Birmingham, Chicago. But man, I should have said VA. I gotta check out the stats a little bit more. VA in the building. In North Carolina, look at there. East Coast and Logan, late night at the crib. Shouts out to North Carolina, man. I got to get out there. My cousin right now, my partner, right now, in Durham, North Carolina. We just got off the phone. He's in Durham, North Carolina. He's going to be at the Colorado game also. Also, he's my co-host. That brings me to he's my co-host on the show that we will be premiering next Tuesday, and that is Prime Economics. Prime Economics. Prime Economics, where we're talking about economics and Coach Prime Economics. That's what we got going on. Chris Walton in the house. Shouts out to Chris Walton. Go ahead, join on the call if you want to, Chris. I got an invite link right here in the top of the chat. You can join on in the call if you want to. Anybody can join on, and if you want to, y'all can ask Chris questions. Shout out to McClendon also. Frank White said they should have kept Big Sammy. I disagree on that. I think he needed to change the scenery. McClendon and Mans are giving Bibles out and reading Psalms. My bad. I got text coming at the same time. Reading Psalms of David to everyone on offense. They fear no evil. Exactly. Shiloh got exposed. Laugh aloud, dude. Trash. Body bag him. I disagree on that one. I like your picture though, but I disagree on that. Body bag him. I disagree. How you gonna say Shiloh trash, dog? Come on, body bag him. Body bag him. I don't think Shiloh trash at all. You'll see when the pads come on. That Shiloh plays safe. Shiloh ain't gonna be no linebacker. He just might be a solid rotational piece. Woo! They kill. Okay. Solid rotational piece. Y'all trolling Shiloh, they said. Trolling Shiloh did look like Nathaniel, though. Ooh. Ooh. Javon reminds me of Brandon Marshall. Okay, I like that comparison right there. Big Sammy soft is what Big Mike said. I hear you. Connecticut in the building. East Coasting in the building. You already know. What's up, son? Connecticut in the building. What's up, B? I think they wanted Sammy, but I think he booked on his own. I don't. You know, he might have didn't like Coach Sal. Telling him, come on, let's go. Get your big eyes and let's go. Champion is fighting Offerdahl for the last spot on the special teams H-back. Champ, a better blocker than Charlie. Victory might redshirt at linebacker. All of those things are possible. It could happen, but Champion and Charlie are two different type of players. Champion is probably 50 pounds heavier than Charlie. So I don't know if I think Charlie's in a different position, like different circumstance. I don't think Charlie's going to be in a position to touch the ball at all this season in front of or behind all those running backs that they currently have. You know, with McCaskill, Smoke, Dylan Edwards, and Hankerson. Yeah. No, I don't think that's going to happen, Coach. I don't think that's going to happen. Let me get some more of these comments in, man. ATL in the building. We said that earlier. Sanford Winfield. Shouts out to ATL. ATL give me a lot of support all the time. Douglas Kirkland. Shiloh may need to move the linebacker. Hips too tight to play in the secondary. I'm laughing because, man, Shiloh gonna prove something to some of y'all people, guys. But I understand what you see, Douglas. I understand what you see. I do. I understand what you see. Shiloh is kind of like the guy where he really shines when those pads come on because of his physicality. He really shines when those pads come on. You know, that's when everything. But ooh, and the ahs come in. You can't really have a ooh and ah with a player like Shallow from one-on-ones, because it's going to be like after the guy makes the catch, Shallow comes in and knocks his head off, and then the guy drops the ball. That's the impact that Shallow has. You know, along with keeping the defense in the right place and lined up correctly. See how am I trolling, bro? Bro isn't all that body bag. Said okay. Shallow plays safety. Gary, Indiana in the building. That's the home of Chris Walton also. Safety is a DB. Laugh out loud. He isn't a cornerback for sure. No, he's not a cornerback. Cameron Fairchild said, Big Dog Chico, I appreciate you, Big Dog. I'm just kidding. It's all okay. I appreciate you for not going 85. You feel me? Fly down in that semi. What's good, fam? Shot-Town in the building. OPP, you already know. Crystal Wise. Days to come, what's happening? Big Sammy was getting manhandled by Tyler Brown. Ding, 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 ding. I agree. OPP, naughty by nature. I think I got that instrumental too. Just thinking about it. I think I got that hip hop array instrumental, but that's just classic, man. That was my first thing that was the first one I ever bought. Hip hop array. Oh. You heard a lot of low ground men, low ground, they be in the showdown. What's up, baby girl? I'm on live right now. What's happening with you? Coach Graham said, hey, hip hop array. Yep. Crystal, days to come. Angela, Smiley the Beast. Why didn't I go to the man? You want to hear my NFL story right now? I think I'm gonna make a whole nother video and do a whole nother live about my NFL story. How about that, Smiley the Beast? I think it's worth that. Trust me. Pitt Marine, Brooklyn in the house. I told you, Brooklyn is everywhere. You can go be on the moon and do a show. And you say, is Brooklyn in the house? Somebody gonna float by. Like, Brooklyn's in the house. Brooklyn's in the house everywhere. Shout out to the BK. New York. That's my home. Please be careful. Beauty and Nature used to run through the streets holding machetes. Huh? JP the problem, or the noble. Oh, I keep saying problem for some reason. JP the nobleman. What up, Big Dog Chico? What's happening with you, JPeasy? Off the heezy for sheezy. Jermaine King, naughty not beady. Omar Blue, RJ 2023. Shouts out to you. VA in the building. Chico, is it me or does Bishop Thomas look soft in the chest? I said that on one video. I say he looked a little bit soft. He might need to be on them weights, but maybe he's one of those big guys that I've seen some big guys that look soft, that might not look like a big muscle man, but they're still able to play. You feel me? They're still able to play. Saeed said my first hip hop tape was from in the Bronx. It was Cold Crush Brothers battle against the Fantastic Five. Classic. I like those hip hop classes right there. The Cold Crush Brothers. What they did to the Cold Crush. Definitely need more interior offensive linemen or defensive linemen. Will the defense be able to stop the run? Exactly. That's the whole question right now. You know, exactly, JP. Most DPs do get cooked in one-on-ones. Today was fire, April Dawn said. Javon is going pro, April Dawn said. J Money plugs. Trevor Woods is better than Shiloh. Ooh, who's better, Trevor Woods or Shiloh? Let me know what y'all think. Trevor Woods or Shiloh? Who's better? Norcross, Georgia checking in. What are those wrenches at? I don't know what the wrenches mean. Does that mean they're a moderator? Man, y'all act like Shiloh that guy. Bro is UDFA. Okay, we'll see when the pads come on. It's still some dogs in the portal days to come, said. Who going to red shirt? They're going to have a lot of red shirts with all these guys they got. Coach Sal told Sammy he need him to get fit. I would have said the same thing. Sammy looked soft in his chest too from what I saw with his shirt off. I seen Syveon was spotted on campus. They went back and edited it out on Reach the People Media. and honestly, my dog Syveon, I would say something, but I ain't gonna say that. My dog Syveon, I've been talking to him since he was at Jackson State. off and on here and there. He'll respond back sometimes, but he haven't responded back since this stuff been popped off. He hasn't responded back, so maybe we'll get him for an interview. Maybe we won't. But they did see him in the back. They got to do a little better job of knowing who to show and who not. It's kind of hard with so many people out there, though. Tone White says Javon is like Dez Bryant throwing up the X. I like that. Charlie was looking especially good against that subpar defense from 2022. Right. Nothing against Charlie, but that's just the truth. What's good, RJ 2023? Yeah, this have been my home going on 3 years. December, I love RVA. Omar Blue. ATL, ho, Sean Camps. What's up with Alton McCaskill? I think he'll be there soon if he's not there already to get cleared physically to be out there. I know he came off an ACL injury, but I think he's 100% now. But everybody's not completely there right now. I think up until what is it, June the 11th or the 12th is when everybody will probably be there. Everybody. Charlie is fifth string at best. I agree. Shiloh is average at best. Hard hitter, but sure is horrible in coverage. I don't think he's horrible in coverage. I think he has is going to be better with better coverage cornerbacks. I think Shiloh is going to be able to shine a little bit more then. He coming off the ACL tear and getting back in shape. That's true too. A big dog Chico Shiloh needs to wrap up. I agree. Dion picks no bones about what Shiloh must do. I promise you, the Pac-12 have big receivers and has the cover on top. I agree with that too. They got big receivers and some explosive running backs who can break those shoulder tackles, and those receivers who can take the impact of those shoulder big hits over the middle. Who Shiloh might not think that the receivers see coming, but these receivers are big, strong, thick receivers who can take those licks across that middle now. So yeah, you got to come and wrap up unless you're going at those legs or something like that. But Crystal said we taking receipts. We got receipts, like Coach Prime said. A bunch of people that never played D1 laugh out loud. King 24/7 said, "Who you referring to as a bunch of people?" King 24/7. Jermaine King said, "I'm watching from Athens, GA, the home of UGA. I'm a dog, but love supporting Coach Prime. You already know what it is, especially if you're in the state of Georgia. You got to have love for Coach Prime, baby. Shout out to UGA. I almost said go dogs, but it's Roll Tide love over here all the time. Roll Tide. Roll Tide, Roll Tide. Remember that Roll Tide commercial? Roll Tide, Roll Tide. Seize the day. The Noble, JP the Noble, man. I think that whole Syveon thing is overblown. Everybody making assumptions, and Coach Prime probably told him to edit it because too much. Exactly. It's too much about nothing. Either he's there, he's not. Either he's going to walk on or he got a scholarship. Either he wanted to announce it or he didn't. Who knows what the situation is. I know these things got a whole bunch of red tape here and there where guys got to make it through. And you're just not sure about what's really going on. You feel me? Frank White said the best DB technique I saw in one-on-ones was O. Cooper and Jaquez. I agree. That's why if you look at my starters, I got them starting on that defensive backfield, no doubt. More comments coming in. I'm trying to get to all of them. Days to come, good question. He was getting there for sure. Michael Braswell is no longer on the team. Last I saw, his best offer was Kent State, I believe. Not sure if he committed. Who is that you talking about? Let me read back up. Feel me flow now, holler if you hear me, yo. Come and hear me, yo. Shout out to Tone White. That Feel Me Flow was so hard, and that video in the snow. If anybody knows what's happening on that. I go back to the beginning of hip hop in the South Bronx, the South Bronx for sure. Me too. Shout out to KRS-One, the teacher. Feel me? One of my favorites. Who was the white boy playing DB in the video? No Skozone said it was Ben Finisef. It looked like Trevor Woods to me. The other one looked like Dalkey. But I think it was Ben Finisef that made the couple of plays, the drop pick and the pass breakup. But I thought it was Trevor Woods on one of them at least. Possibly he's still in the portal. I wouldn't be surprised if Coach Prime finally got through to him. Jaquez looking like the guy. Cooper, not so sure right now. I think Cooper will be better. He just went against the big fella, big Javon. Javon gonna make everybody look bad. You feel me? We played football here in high school and then left to play college ball, DCHU Bison. Much love to HU. They say the real HU. Played with Coach Flea, running back coach at CU. Okay. Okay. That's you, RJ? You played with Coach Flea? Much love. Can you double check the CU depth chart because I see Mason Maddox. Yeah, I'm sorry. All right, Mason is the only person that's not on this list right here that's currently on the screen. Mason Maddox is the only person that's not on this list on the screen. But still, even when you add him, you still need one or two more, or even three. Coach Sal say he'll take. If this whole list could be filled up, that would be ideal. That's why I made the chart like this. You know, you got these 5 slots still need to be filled. Mason Maddox takes one, so you got 4 slots need to be filled. What did Coach Sal say? I need at least 2. I'll take 3. I need at least 2, but I'll take 3. You know, that's what Coach Sal said. I need at least, hey, I need at least 2, but I'll take 3. So they got some dogs coming in, and or they have some dogs that's currently in that thing. And I'll let you guys take a look right here at this list of the defensive linemen, just in case you haven't already seen it yet. But I've uploaded it many times. You can check out the video that I have of the depth chart and see why. In fact, I put this guy here or I put this guy there. We can look at this one right here. Let me know what you guys think in the comments on this one right here. Jordan Dominic, Leonard Payne, Bishop Thomas, and Taj Austin right now are my starters. And even though Taj Austin is not even physically on the field right now, he's still my starter at the right strong defensive end right now. That's just right now. I think he'll still be the starter on day one when everything pop off. You feel me? Remember, some of the edge rushers can be converted to D tackle, especially Antoine Walden, especially in pass situations. You can move a guy like Taj Austin or big Maine to the inside. Even Syveon Smalls can come inside. Shane Cokes, I think he'll be a good pass rush guy there. McClendon looking good on that outside. Then you go Kyrie Mans is my dark horse to be the sack leader on the team. Amari McNeil is my dark horse to be the big time playmaker in the middle of that defense. Chance Main, super strong looking right now. I just hope he has the ability. So right here where JJ Hawkins is, I think that's where Mason Maddox would be. But then, you know, you got different people saying different things about Mason Maddox, and that's why I didn't have him on the list. And that's what you see right here with Sean Kemp saying Mason Maddox committed to Kent State 521. So some people saying Maddox is there, some people not. I haven't seen him, and that's why I didn't put him on this list right here, actually. So secondary, Cooper, Jackson, Hunter, and Gray is what Coach Douglas got right there. Cooper, Jackson, Hunter, and Gray is who he has. So I would say my secondary was Travis Hunter, Marion Cooper, Shiloh Sanders, Ward, and Cameron Silman Craig possibly, and then also I think that was it, right? I think that's it. Yeah. So Chance Main might moonlight at D tackle. I think so also. Who's the guy with the missing tooth on the D line? That's Big Bishop Thomas. On his picture and video, he had the the missing tooth that a lot of people were talking about. So he's in from Florida State. A lot of talent that Coach Prime has brought in for these guys. Simple as that. Nowhere around it, nowhere to look at it differently. It's just that they have accumulated a massive amount of talent that's going to be, I think, definitely competing in the Pac-12. No matter how you look at it, man, they're going to be competing in the Pac-12, and they're going to over exceed some people's expectations. Watch. I'm sitting here telling you right now, I think they're going to over exceed a lot of people's expectations who's already talking about what they say, 3.5 wins. Shit, 3.5 wins. Look at April Dawson. I'm all about Kyrie Mans and Javon Antonio. Ooh, love the others, but they're the ones to watch, in my very humble opinion. like NFL shoe-ins. Okay, then, April. All right, April. April says she like Kyrie Man. Do you like his picture or do you like his game? What you like about Kyrie Mans, April? Brandon Gant, he's going to be playing inside linebackers. Inside linebacker. They look real good right now. I agree. Countdown timer. April, what you talking about up there? Big Run. What about D Mac? Who's D Mac? Derek McClendon. He's on there. He's on the second unit. Also, can't forget about DV Harris. He's on the first unit. He's outside linebacker too. They need 4 or 5 more defensive tackles. Antoine Walden must have been looking at my list also because I got on there 4 or 5 more defensive tackles that's needed. Much love to you. Way to be up on that thing. Crystal Wise Williams, what's happening? What you laughing at? Is it me or is Bishop Thomas looking a little out of shape in the well-off video? I said the same thing when I first saw him. Hopefully he's in shape. He just looked like that. Kind of like the Joker. You know how the Joker just looked bent up, out of shape, don't even look like an athlete, but he still balls out. Hopefully that's what Bishop Thomas is. Hopefully that's what Bishop Thomas is. So where Levante Bentley? He's going to be at the middle linebacker. Crystal Wise said, "Me, you laughing at me." McClendon is NFL lock. Watch the FSU tape. Yeah, he's relentless. He comes off the ball hard. He has a high motor. He's long. He can bench press those offensive tackles. He's going to be a force to be reckoned with off that end too. I really like Derek McClendon from Florida State. Also, Bishop Thomas. Chris said Bishop Thomas eat gumbo. For real, for real. Where's Kennedy? The more Kennedy is going to be stand up middle linebacker also. Mike or Weeks, I think he's going to be more of a Mike linebacker though. Jackson said, yes, he does. Coach Mo going to get him whipped into shape. It's going to be a lot of whipping he's going to have to do. Wait, I'm a very real football fan, sir. There you go, April. That's what I'm talking about. Don't play me weak. April said, don't play her weak. I'm a real football fan. I ain't talking about no pictures. Much love, April. You know I'm just playing with you. Frank White said McClendon coming in hungry because Jerry Verse stole a lot of his shine at Florida State last year. And a lot of guys, that's how, and the reason why they are coming over, because the other schools have guys that they bring in the next year, and they're like, okay, we're going to put him in front of him automatically because he has a high rating, or, we've already seen what McClendon can do. Let's see what this next guy can do. Next man up, no matter what, fresh out of high school. Jeremiah Brown going to be stand-up outside linebacker also. These are just the strong rush ends or the rush ends. Like Jordan Dominant is going to be stand-up, most likely 2-point stands. That means stand up, no hand in the dirt. Austin to be the guy with his hand in the dirt on the defensive end, along with the rest of the guys that's behind Dominic. Derek McClendon, he can put his hand in the dirt or he can stand up. Kyrie Mann, same thing. Strong side would be Chance Main, Syveon Small, the bigger guys who can play the run more, who could play like a defensive end and put their hand in the dirt and be that strong side defensive lineman. That's the difference in the defensive ends. So they'll be switching sides based off what the strong side of the field, the wide side of the field, the tight end will be lined up at. That will let them know where they line up at. That will dictate where they line up at. Kyrie Mans can definitely double at the outside linebacker. He could be backed up off the ball also. I agree with that, JP. The special team unit will look real good with the good second team unit. I think their second team or their special team should be one of the best in the nation with all these guys. They got that's former players, former starters and such. April said, I was the one who told you back in December that I wanted to join your JSU chip watch party, but you had all that extra stuff on the screen that obscured the view, so I watched on the flat screen. I remember that. April, I remember you. You feel me? You fam. You long time fam over here. You a big dog gang member, whether you want to be or not. Kyrie Mans can double at linebacker, of course. Slusher from Arkansas will start at safety. Ooh, that's a long shot right there. I like Slusher though. By the way, Slusher got an album dropping. I think it's called Loyalty Over Love. That's dropping this Friday. Go check that out. Big Slush. I did a review of his song also. I did a reaction of his song also. So check that out on my page also when you get a chance. Douglas Kirkland said, Austin from West Virginia University, if healthy is better than Dominic. Well, if you look at this picture right here, he's on the right side. They're gonna be playing two different positions. So that's why I got him in the starting spot, though. I think Austin is a baller. And everybody will see. A lot of people doubt him, but I think he's a baller. Kyrie is my sleeper pick. I can see him getting 5+ sacks. I hope he get more than 5 sacks, Alex. I think he's my sleeper also. I think he's going to lead the team based off his opportunities or sacks per play. I think he will lead the team in that percentage. McClendon, straight ATL, Decatur, where it's greater. You feel me? Bring it. FSU in the house. I would have said Decatur was greater even if you didn't type it in there, Coach G. You feel me? He showed his ATL swag too with his attire, should I say, at the picnic that everybody was bragging on or ragging on, saying he went to Florida State, but he ain't from Florida. He from ATL with that swag. You heard Travis J say that. April said, "You must not know about me. I know about you, April D. You already know." Saeed Abdur-Rahman said, "What's up with Syveon Wilkerson? I haven't gotten the word back on Syveon for sure yet, but I know Syveon like Le'Veon, the baby battering ram, the little bowling ball, like I call him. He's gonna be a great asset if he comes over. I like him. He's gonna be competing. That boy Jordan Dominic gonna be crazy." Chris said. Countdown timer. April Dawn teaching and helping Big Dog Chico. That's what we need, and that's what women do, right? The ones that's real, they help out, and they show us the way. They lead if we're willing to follow. A lot of men ain't gonna like that. A lot of men ain't gonna like that. Man, I ain't following no lady. Oh Lord, we're gonna get into a whole nother conversation right there. We ain't gonna get into that. Agree, Chris. That boy Jordan Dominic gonna be crazy. Coach G said, "Play it for him, Big Dog Chico. Hip hop parade." Cameron said, "Victory ain't on the list. No, Victory is going to be more of a middle, weak side, or Mike linebacker. All right, so he's going to be stand up off the ball, more behind the D tackles, not pretty much a rush position. You saw him make some plays at the D tackle or at the linebacker position. So 6'4", he has the size now. He has that size, but I don't think that. Let me see if I can get this instrumental on right quick, like, because I wanted to hear it myself. Let me make sure it's a remake though, because they'll copyright in a minute on this right here, especially that one. Naughty by nature. Shouts out to Victory Johnson. We'll get our shout outs real quick, like, as we make sure you go check out the other videos and the interviews, the exclusive interviews that I've done already. We got more to come. We got Big David Connor, the right guard, coming over. We got him tomorrow. April said, "Oh, my bad. Let me not forget about the Mac Sauce. That dude." The Waddy Way said, "Coach G, you're right. D-Mac is something different. Doesn't seem like he's even in college. He's going to be a baller too. He's going to be competing for that high sack spot. Dominic was third in sacks last year in the SEC. Yep, he was." Douglas said, "Primes need more experienced special teams coach." The weak link of the coaching staff. Douglas, man, you hit on something that I didn't want to say. I'm going to still give him a chance, but I didn't want to say it. But after that special team performance in the spring game where those guys was not blocking correctly and you get 2 blocked field goal PAT attempts, Coach Prime is not playing that, but the special teams coach is a former NFL player, so he's giving him a chance. I think he has that experience, but who knows whether he'll stay there or not, or whether another guy will come over. But I definitely agree with you. I'm sure they're lending a helping hand. All of the experience that they have on the coaching staff, I'm sure a lot of those guys were former special teams coaches and started from there. So I'm sure they're lending him a helping hand, a young rookie on the squad. The like you said, the weakest link on the coaching staff. I agree with that. He needs to stop playing with that well-off media so much and make sure you get on your job, dog. Because you let a guy like me get a chance like that. I'm going to be in the books all the time and finding up with new ways and new schemes to be the best special teams coach I can. But I know one thing, and one thing for sure, you're not going to have your end guy on the line looking and blocking out on the field goal kick. That's just a recipe to get blocked. And that's what happened twice over in the spring game. That's crazy. You got to love Bishop Thomas, my dog said. Saeed said, yeah. Crystal Wise said, yes, sir, Chris. Jimmy Horn Jr. loves to dance. Yeah, he does. Florida boy. You already know. Slusher wasn't the best safety on Arkansas. His teammate Jalen Catalon that transferred from Texas was a certified dog, Sean Camp said. I appreciate that insight, big dog. Who's the guy with the uncle vibes? I think that was Derek McClendon they was calling. Or they also called Levante Bentley uncle. Did Shiloh do the beats for Slusher? I don't know. I don't think so. What do you have Shane Cokes? I got Shane Cokes as my second string defensive tackle. Also pass rush type specialist, third down, passing down, second and long type defensive lineman. Come in that thing and just rush the quarterback. Don't really have to worry about playing the run. So do you think Colorado will be ready for Nebraska 3-5-3 defense? They are getting hype about it over in Nebraska. Man, they're gonna have to come with something to try to 3-5-3. They're gonna have to come with something different for Shedeur though. If that's a 3 lineman, 5 linebacker and 3 defensive back defense, that's usually how it's set up. That's crazy. I've never heard that one. That's new for me. I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm not gonna say it like I know everything in the world, but a 3-5-3 defense coach. Oh, you mean like a 3-4 defense, but it's a variation, I would think. Maybe you mean a 3-4 defense. Now, if you're talking about a 3-4 defense, and Matt Rule as the coach, that could be tricky depending on if he have the personnel to pull it off. We'll see. April Dunn, all love. 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 I'm here. Wilkerson is waiting to get cleared so they can't announce him yet. I can see that being the case. Breedlove got to get his weight up. Breedlove got to get his smarts up. You don't jump in front of no guy like that, man. What is your problem? You don't jump in front of no guy like that, big as he is. You don't go out there meddling with them boys. Yeah, like a Marion Miller and a Marion Cooper too. Jacquez Robinson too. And Pesos McFadden, I agree. They looking for someone to work with Feely and that kicking. Alex said the one-on-ones look good. Cheryl C said, I can hear what Dylan is saying to Breedlove. Cheryl C said, those boys are getting crazy love. I see it. Can't over exceed my expectations unless they win 7 games. All right. Coach Prime said the special teams during the spring game was hot garbage, hot trash in the summertime down in New Orleans, where it's real stinky. Stinking like the Lakers down in Piedmont Park. Wilkerson going to CU don't make much sense. He has 1 season left to play and might not get snaps if he sign up. He would be wise to go to a school with weaker competition, but that might not get him the look that he want to get from the NFL. Maybe he's thinking that way. Maybe he's thinking the biggest spotlight would be with Coach Prime, no matter what. Maybe he's thinking he could do what he did at JSU and come as a dark horse and get into that rotation. Anything can happen, just like at JSU. Them boys came out there and fumbled the ball. Coach Prime ain't playing no games like that. He took him out the game, put in Syveon, gave him a chance. Syveon took care of the ball, and that was all she wrote. 1,100 yards later. 1,100 yards later. Shout out to Chico with the Goody Mob reference. You already know what it is, baby. Shout out to Sean Camp. Watching Willie Gaines, fast Willie Gaines is what I call him. You know Willie Gaines is going to be a superstar in his offense, I think. Sit on Wild and much love, April Dawn. They run a 3-3-5. There you go. 3-3-5 make more sense in the Big 12 to slow down the passing game. Buffs have roster to run cover zero, going to be aggressive defense. I agree. Just like Jackson State was, now they really got the roster to really go all out and run like a zero coverage, just man across the board with a free safety, so to speak, or just man across the board, safeties covering man coverage also, and you got those blitzers on the outside really, really coming in. So he can still get drafted being second option. That happens all the time. I agree. 100 of y'all need to hit that like button. Seize the day. Stop what you're doing because I'm about to ruin. If you ain't hit the like button yet, I don't know what you're doing. You tripping. Hit the like button. Hit the like button. Hit the like button. If you haven't yet, hit the like button. Hit the like button. If you haven't yet, hit the like button. Hit the like button. Hit the like button. All right, here's a commercial for you. If you're a crypto enthusiast, if you know anything about crypto, if you got your cryptocurrency, if you got a wallet, you already know. Hit me in the comments. Let me know. You need to check out nafulu.com. Nafulu.com. NAFULOO. Get you some crypto. Develop. Buy a HBCU grad. Get you some. You feel me? If you're into crypto, get you some. Nafulu.com. Get you some Nafulu tokens. 100 of y'all right now need to hit the like button, though. If you haven't hit the like button on your way in or out, you triple eight. Somebody said it smell like cheddar cheese up in this thing. Willie Gaines' haircut. Yeah. Can't wait to see Bear Alexander suck a win against our in the thin air. I hope so. I hope we can really run the ball down his throat since he didn't come. But much love to him in all the other games that he played. Xavier Weaver is tough. I like his hands. He got what it takes. He go take it. I like his hands. Yeah, I agree with that. Cheryl C. Coach G. Graham says, see for sure. I can't wait. McCaskill, Smoke, and the boys going to really eat. If TCU come back with that 3-3-5 again, it's going to be on like Donkey Kong. Get them likes up. All this knowledge. Get them likes up, Coach G. Graham said. Get them likes up. Willie Gaines, yes, his hairstyle needs to change real fast. Let that man wear his hair the way he want to wear his hair. They're going to get more defensive tackles. Got to get bigger in the defensive line. Got to. If they don't do nothing else, they got to get bigger in that defensive line. You got to. The offensive line looking good. The wide receivers looking good. Everybody else looking pretty good. Everybody else looking pretty good. Said Jimmy got that lean muscle. Really got to find somebody to get y'all tripping. But y'all know what to do, man. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. Your boy been here for an hour. I appreciate you guys. We're going live once again Saturdays with Life and Football. We got Tuesdays. We got Prime Economics. Then we'll try to go Wednesdays with the Big Dog Barbershop, the new show we got going where we're talking about any and everything, not just CU football, but all the hot topics, anything in sports. Got the Big Dog Barbershop. We got Prime Economics. We got the Big Dog Chico Show, and we're going live again this Saturday with Life of Football. My boy C-Mo. You already know. Hit the like button. Hit the like button. Get you some merch. Get you some merch. If you haven't gotten the merch, let me know. I could put it in the comments right now. If you haven't joined, hit the join button that's right up under the video to where you can join and be an official member of this thing, man. That way I get that real support from you guys. I can know who you are by name. And we could do things like that on that level, showing love to everybody out here. Let me see if I can get this. See if I can get this this link up real quick for you guys. I'm sure I got it right here. Let me see. Everybody in the chat, if you haven't hit the like, that's on you though. All right, here we go. We got this going out right here. I'm going to visit the shop here. I got this in the comments. So if you can get in the comments, you already know what to do. If you can get in the comments, check out the comment right here. You can go right here to this shop right here and get you some merch. Get you some merch. I appreciate it if you can. Chico, can Shador keep all these wide receivers happy? Everybody eats, B. That's up to the offensive coordinator and how they put them in. I think that's up to the offensive coordinator and how to put them in. Yeah, this is the late night show. especially if you're on the East Coast. I can go real late on the East Coast because I'm as far west as you can get in the United States. You know, it's only 5:42 p.m. right now. It's probably 11:42, 12 o'clock where you guys are. So I'm gonna bring in the double late show with the B I double G, D-O double G, talking some late night football and all other things. Like I said, we got the big dog barbershop coming. Got the big dog show live. We got prime economics. And I'm trying to come up with 2 more shows so I can go each and every day with you guys, but different type show on the channel. You feel me? I shouldn't even be saying this out loud. I should just be doing it. Yeah, we out here in the big HI, baby. Shouts out to Sean. Yes, sir. That boy Tavares Dawson is super fast, 4.3 speed too. Yep, I agree. He's going to be a good addition also, whether he's on kick returner or he's in that slot. Look out for him. We could talk this all day. Where's Jalen Ellis? I'm not sure if he's went through everything yet, you know, but he's going to be a good addition out there too. He's going to be a surprise to some people. 6'3", long wide receiver. Also, I like Faria. I don't think he's going to start at tight end. I think Passarello will start at tight end, Douglas. I think Passarello will start at tight end. I like Passarello, though. He caught a pass in the spring game. I think it was a touchdown. I like Passarello. Cash rules. Cash rules. Yeah, Nico went to Oregon. He going to be ready to play, though. Javon Antonio showed us that lower level be hungry. For sure. O-line looks a lot bigger. I agree. Travis Gray, yeah, he dipped. Or Travis J, yeah, he's from FSU, Florida State. Sean Camp 100. I got Cito Trejo starting at tight end. What? Trejo or Cito, aka he bingo. I think he's going to East Carolina. Might be going to East Carolina. I know he took a trip there and a visit there. I don't think he'll come back, though. Why would he come back? I think they just want the big body tight end. Cito is not that. Cito too light in the butt. Pause. Dawson, that guy. He's thinking Zico's still there. Nah, Zico's not there, guys. Everybody in the chat, if you hit the like button, I really appreciate it. If you hit the links in the comments, I appreciate it, man. If you're checking out the merch, I appreciate it. Everything you guys doing to support this channel. It couldn't be possible without you guys. Been doing this for a while now. As far as YouTube goes, this is the like the second or third channel I've had, but this one right here has been dedicated to CU football and Coach Prime. And Coach Prime been with him doing since the Jackson State announcement. And now we're following and doing the Colorado coverage. When the season starts, though, we're going to get you guys on a whole nother level. We got some got a whole nother, got some totally different that you've probably never seen before. I know you've never seen before coming through. So go ahead and get ready for it. Go ahead and get ready for it. Tapping in from Philly. Shouts out to Philly. Shouts out to Gilly the Kid, too, man. Shouts out to Gilly the Kid, too. And the whole Philly. Let me see here. Just go ahead and get back to the roots and say Zico left your boy hanging. Need to get those Alkaline Gummies. I've been drinking the water. All right, yo. If you haven't got your Alkaline Lyfe Gummies yet, you missing out and you're tripping on yourself. Get you some Alkaline Lyfe Gummies, man. Get you some Alkaline Lyfe water too. The links is on my page and under my videos. You should be able to find them. Get you some Alkaline Life water sent to your house right now. Make sure you use the link under the videos. It's the 8-ball MJG. Y'all know nothing about that, man. Y'all, okay. I got some heads up in here with me. Big Sean Camp, Big JP. Come on now. Y'all gonna make me start something different up here. I might have to do a big dog hip hop show. Thursday nights. It's going live. Yeah. Thursday night is going live. Thursday night is going live. Man, we got some heads up here, man. I appreciate you guys, man. Make sure y'all hit the join button, though. Become an official big dog. Get you some merch. We're going to end this thing right here, man. I got to end it right now and get about this thing. Thank you guys for tuning in. We up and about this thing. Peace in the Middle East. You already know what to do. Yeah.